Hi everyone, this is Robin from Uniquely Robins. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to work on our junk envelopes, and we're going to make a little journal out of them. I've started with 3 larger envelopes and 3 smaller envelopes. Now they can have windows or they don't have to, that's up to you. And you can cover up the windows, or you can leave them open to where you can put something inside there and see that through the window. You can make your own windows. That's all up to you. But I started with 3 large and 3 small, and what I've done is glued all of them shut. And I know you're thinking, well, we want some pockets, right? Well, we're going to do pockets, but we're going to figure out where we want our pockets to be. Some of them might be at the top, some of them might be on the sides, just depending on what you prefer. But to start with, we're going to close all the envelopes up and fold them in half. And it doesn't matter what's on your envelope, because we're going to cover them with pretty paper, so you're never even going to know that that's an envelope under there. And that's what I've done so far, is I've closed all my envelopes and I've folded them all in half. And I just alternated mine. I put a large envelope, a small envelope, a large envelope, small envelope, all the way through. And my smaller envelopes, you see some of them I have at the top of the page, some of them I have at the bottom of the page, some of them in the middle. You can put them all in the middle if you want, or all at the top, or all at the bottom. It just gives you extra bulk in that one spot, so I kind of spread out the bulkiness a little bit by doing it this way. But as you can see, that's all I've done so far, is glued my envelopes closed and stacked them together the way I wanted them. And you can put all your big ones together and all your little ones together. It's your project, you do your way. Now I have sewn mine in just a straight line down through the middle. You don't have to sew it, you can glue them in, it works just fine. I just like the sewing, and I have left the strings on. I know some people like the strings, some people don't, so I leave them on, that way if they don't like it, they can cut them off. But if they do like it, they'll be there. You can cut them off, but you can't put them back. But I have cut them a little short, so they're not really long. But some people like that sticking out the top, so that's what we're starting with. And I just have just a plain piece of scrapbook paper as my front. And that's all I've done so far. Before we get completely started, I did want to show you these. I got 2 of these at Goodwill for $1.99. And I wanted to show you what is in there, because we are going to use these soon on a project. It has 2 pages of stickers, so you can decorate them up. But look at this paper, isn't it beautiful? The little fairies and the little angels and cherubs. I think it is just gorgeous. And it's really sturdy paper. I had thought about using it for this, but I wanted to do this project something that you might already have. But I just wanted to show you how pretty that paper is. So we will do something with that. And like I said, I got 2 of them. This one and the other one's a little different. It's more roses-like, but it's, I don't want to bump you to get to it right at the moment, so I'll show you that at a different time. What we're going to be using is just a 8x8 size paper is fine. You might even, let's see how big this is. Yeah, that's a 5, little over 5 by little over 6. But the actual envelopes are a little under 6, so you could actually get by with using a 6x6 paper pad if that's what you have on hand. That would also work. That way we don't have a lot of waste on using a 12x12. And the 6x6 and the 8x8s are usually cheaper, so that'll help us out budget-wise. Always looking for budget-wise. Okay, so we're going to get started. What we're going to do is we're going to cover our pages with our scrapbook paper. So we just need to pick the papers that we want. I'm going to leave a little room for the edge, because I like it when the edge shows through a little bit. I know not everybody does, and that's your preference. You do you your way, and we'll go from there. How about that? All right, I've marked that in this direction. Usually mark both of them, but today I think I better do one direction at a time. Okay, and I want the bird on there, so gonna make sure he's there. Mark my other way and cut that. Okay, and that will fit nicely on that envelope. I'm going to put him a little more toward the back since I have my, you may want to put this on the other side. I don't really think it matters. You're still going to have to cover it though. So I'm just going to put it up against that as much as I can, and still leaves me my gap in the front that I like. Or you could ink that up. It's not that big a deal. Put a piece of lace on there. Lace covers a multitude of sins. Okay. And you could even do this part before you sew it together if you'd like to. It's just my sewing machine's on the other side of the room, and I didn't want to have to do that on camera because it's kind of loud. I'm going to measure my next page. Let's see, I like this section, so we're going to use that section. I'll try to mark this both at the same time. Like that. It snowed here last night. There is actually snow on the ground. Not liking that. And we cut off the words there, but we'll put some kind of embellishment there so you don't really see. That's not gonna hurt too much anyway, but I'm just gonna go through and cut my papers I want. I'm using all from this same paper pad, so you know it's gonna coordinate well. Or you can use different pads and coordinate your way. See my marks? I still looked at the other paper. This probably would be. Okay. That fits well. And I am measuring each page because they're all different. They're not going to be all the same size, even if they're the exact same envelope. Sometimes they're not the same size, so I would suggest that you measure each one, or do your robin measure like I do. However you prefer to do it. I'm going to cut that paper off a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Oh, I like this little birdhouse. I kind of like this picture right here. I might. That's a charity I send money to, children's charity, and they send me these envelopes with address labels in them for sending money to them, and they always have the prettiest envelopes, and I like that a lot. If I'd have thought about it beforehand, I would have used this for something different, but I really don't want this to be Christmassy, so we're going to have to cover it up. Maybe next time. I'm sure I'll probably have another one of these envelopes in there somewhere. cut that one first because it's a little hard to see. Everybody have the coffee this morning? You know me, I've got mine. My husband was sick again this morning. I was hoping he was over the biggest part of this, but evidently not. I'm not wild about that. I do like the butterflies, but I want the butterflies, so I'm going to, I know this seems wasteful, but I want the butterflies on my paper, and we will use, I do use my scraps. I keep all my scraps that are big like that, even some little scraps, make snippets with, or other projects with. So we got that one. Okay, we're going to lose one of these butterflies, but we can always cut that butterfly out and use it as a embellishment on one of our pages. Or make a pocket. That would make a cute little pocket. Alright, on to the next one. I need that one for a big page, I think. Let's try this one. Actually, maybe I'll get 2 small ones out of this. I like that bird cage too. I like bird cages. So how is the weather in you guys' neck of the woods? I was not happy to wake up and see it, but as I always say, I was happy to wake up on this side of the dirt, so that makes it a good day. Okay, that works. Works for me. We might be able to use this. We might have to use that for a pocket. But this one, we could use back here. Just cut this off. Sorry, sometimes when I get my mind on something, it's hard to remember to talk. That's a whole page, so that's my pencil. Mark it there and there. I like this paper. I got this paper from, oops, didn't quite get that, did I? Good thing it wasn't on the part we were using. I got this paper from Amazon. Yep. And it's by Greeting. Just says paper design. Greetings is who it's by. It's really pretty paper. Okay, we got the front of that one. And we need the back of this one. We don't want the same paper. Oh, this one's kind of good. It's kind of green, but this is a full page. Yeah. I have a tendency sometimes to forget that some people do like green, and it's kind of a muted green. It's not all in your face, I guess. I don't know if this is the right page, but I measured one end a little wrong, so we're going to trim that just a little bit. There we go. Eyes must have been playing tricks on me. Trying not to make this last forever for you. We'll probably get the papers on today and get our pockets put where we want them, and then we'll embellish tomorrow, because that takes a little longer. So many decisions. But I really hope you guys got your envelopes and are doing this along with me. I think this piece will fit here if we trim it one side. Yes, it will. Hey, it worked out. What do you know? Grace is in here with us today. She's so silly. I put her little bed in here for her, but she, I guess, would rather sleep on the floor. So she's over here sleeping on the floor. Let's see, we got both of those, so I need this side. Losing track of where I was. I'm trying to keep these in order up there so I know which ones go where when we go to put them on. A nice pile over here, so we'll have some pockets and tags and stuff we'll make out of those. I think that one will fit right there. Yes, it will. Moving right along. Let's see, I think this one might fit on this little one. Yes, so we only have to cut one side. Good. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 1, 2, 3. Oh, we already had 4. Let's see. Here. Make sure I didn't mess it up. We got 1 there. That one for there. That one for there. And that one for there. Okay, so we'll save that one. We might use it on down the line. Looking to see if I had any pieces big enough for, hope you guys can see what I'm doing for this, but that's a little too small. Okay. So, I like that. Mark it there, mark it there. Let's try to cut the big side off first because that gives you bigger scraps. Okay, that looks good. On to the next one. Now this one has this big window in it, and I think we're going to utilize that window I think we're going to cut out around that, so I'm going to use kind of a plain paper for that because we're going to be cutting out of the middle of that. So we can slide something in that pocket that's really pretty when we get that far. And then we'll just cut that hole out, and then when we make our pocket either from the top or the side, we can slide something in that'll fit right in that little window. Maybe a little saying or something, not sure yet what. Now this one will not fit there. So that's a different size, but this will. And it'll kind of match that other side. So we'll do that. And then we have this side. It's not quite long enough. Oh, how about this? Is that long enough? No. That is, though. And that would look pretty. We cut it there and there. There. And there. Yeah, that would be cute. Oh, well, it's upside down. We want to go that way. Make sure it goes the right direction. Alright, and then we have this big page here, so we're going to need another full sheet. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. I like that saying. I can't believe it has that saying on one page in here and then has a bad word on another page. And this is the full one. There. There. Oh, that moved on me. That moved on me. Let's try that again. Hopefully we didn't get it too short that way. Thinking I need to find my blades. Okay. Well, I really like that saying, but that's going to have the purple around the outside edge. Well, we're going to ink that, so we probably won't see that. We'll be all right. If not, we'll fix it later. Now, this one also has a window here. So we'll cut a page, and we'll decide when we get that far on the end, we start putting these on, whether we want that to be a window or not. I did see somewhere here paper that I like that birdhouse, but I don't like that saying. So this is the saying I'm talking about. I don't know if you can read that or not. Keep calm and finally start writing your own D book. Yeah, I don't understand that, but don't want to offend anybody with that. And if I offended you, I am sorry. So I think this will work. It's kind of decorative, but if we end up cutting that out, it's not going to cut anything pertinent. Might have to use that page in a journal for my daughter because she likes, it wouldn't offend her. Wouldn't make it to sell because it may offend someone. In case she's watching, I'm sure she got a kick out of it. Hello, Allison and Andrew and Dallas. They like it when I say hi to them on camera. I still think it's so funny, and she said they came downstairs thinking I was at the house when she had my videos playing. And I think this will fit the back if we trim it just a tiny bit on the top. Trying to waste as little as possible. And of course, what I do have in this pile is not really going to be waste because we'll use it for embellishments, we'll use it for pockets and belly bands and all that happy stuff. Okay, so let's start back at the beginning. I'd like to use just this paper pad. Like this. Use this part up here. Keep losing my pencil. So Everybody getting ready for Christmas? Do you have your Christmas trees up yet? If you put your Christmas tree up already, post a picture in the comments. I'd like to see it. I love Christmas trees. They're my favorite part of Christmas. Now this has a big pocket, window pocket. And I think I will use this window, but I'm not going to use this part down here because that looks kind of funky. But I'll probably square it off right through there and use this good sized pocket because that would be very cute. We didn't use that, so let's put that over there. So let's see. I like this paper a lot. This reminds me of old wallpaper. I think it is so pretty though. I think we'll use that. And we might use that thing I got at Goodwill to decorate some of this with. Some of the stickers would look cute inside those little pockets. We'll have to see about that. There. Okay. All right. Now you can do the back side of this too if you want in decorative paper. I just kind of left it so we have a little bit of, I mean you can write on these papers are all light enough you can journal on them. They're light enough. So the next thing that we need to decide is where we want our pockets. Do we want our pocket at the top? Do we want our pocket on the side? And I think I'm going to kind of alternate them. I think I'm going to put pockets on the top. I'm going to put an arrow where I want my pockets on the big ones and at the side on the little ones. I think that would look nice. Of course, you don't have to do this if you do it like that, but you might decide, well, I want this pocket up here. But I think, actually, those are going to be two pockets together from the side. So I think I am going to put that one at the top. And then that one at the top. This one at the side. This one at the top. This one at the side. This one at the top. Okay. So then you just need to decide that, how you want your pockets to be. And then we're going to cut them. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I think. I think maybe that won't work. I think we're going to have to use the scissors. And you just want to cut just a smidge. I mean, just enough to open that up. You don't want a big piece come out of it. There we go. Just move this out of the way so we can see. And if you see, there you have your pocket. Now the ones on the side we could use that for, but I'm going to be brave and hope I get it straight. So our pocket will be on the side in that one. On the top in this one. On the side in this one. At the top here. You just want to cut off ever so slightly. And if you want, you can do this before you put them in your book. However you want to do it. Oh, that's doing so good there. Now my hands are starting to shake. Come on. There we go. The pocket there. And this one we decided to put at the top. Just a smidge off of that. And you got your pocket there. This one's again at the top. Just ever so slightly. And if you do it this way, you don't have, you only have it cut on one side and not both sides. Just making sure they all open up good and I don't have a spot somewhere where I need to glue that I didn't get glued clear down when I glued them shut. Pocket there. Pocket down here. And you don't have to put a pocket on every one. That's totally up to you. You can leave some just regular pages without pockets. That is well and fine. One thing I did want to note you about is make sure if you have one of these holes in your envelope, make sure that it has the plastic in it, because I found some that don't have the plastic in it. And if you want to use that as a window, you're going to either have to put a piece of plastic in there, which you should have from any kind of things that you purchase, like with the adhesive beads on it, they'll come in a sleeve. You can use that. Sometimes stickers will come on a, like, cellophane keep coming to mind, but that's not what it is. Acetate paper. You can use that if you want to put the pocket in there. But if you're not going to use the pocket and it doesn't have this, but you want this kind of a pocket, but you don't want to use the front, make sure you put something in there, or when you glue your paper down, you're going to glue that pocket closed if there's no cellophane. I hope I explained that well enough. Sometimes I get things jumbled in my head and it doesn't come out the way I want it to. But okay, so now we're going to start and put our paper on. Oh, I have a feeling I may have some trouble. I was working on the drawing this morning and didn't think about making sure my glue is going to work right. Alright, we're going to start from the back because that's the paper I have. I'm going to go backwards. Alright, first of all, I need to find out where my little hole is. So, it's going to be right in there, right in there, and about there to about right there. We're just kind of guesstimating. Now, if it's my hole in my paper is smaller than the hole in that, we're good. If I make it bigger, not so good. Probably should have measured. Okay, a little bit more. Trying to look at my lines to see where my lines are. Okay. Okay. Ooh, I might make that one go up a little far. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You can cut this out by hand, but probably easier for you, but I don't cut so straight, so whoops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. So we're gonna have time for this whole thing. Okay. There. All right. Here's the moment of truth. How did we do? Oh, not so bad. We didn't do bad. some marks on there. We'll erase those. Okay. Cool. Nowhere near as bad as I thought that was going to be. Ink around there just to kind of draw some attention to our little window. Okay. That's going to work pretty good. Okay. Now, I'm going to put glue on the envelope and not on there, just to make sure I get the glue where I want it. And the glue isn't going to work. Come on, little guy. Seems to be your main malfunction. Ah, there we go. You ever notice things always seem to take longer on video than what they should? I don't know why that is, but okay. Now, line this up where I want it. Get my paper, because I know I'm going to have it over on some spots. Now, this paper that I used is not really real thick paper. I should have used a cardstock, and I don't think it's from this collection. So, I may end up putting another page on the front of that. I got that a little crooked right there, but I'm not going to let it bother me, because I'm kind of proud that I got that window straighter than I thought I was going to. Bet you guys were wondering about me too. Trying that out. You know, some people tell you if it doesn't work out, they won't show you the video, but if it doesn't work out, I will show you the video, because I want you not to make the same mistakes that I do. Okay. Where are we at here? 38. Okay, we're doing all right. Okay, next one is this one. Make sure it's not upside down. I think it is. The bird looks straight. Alrighty. Normally I would have went through and inked all these pages before I started, but I don't want you to sit and have to watch me ink everything, so I'll come back and do it later. I'm going to trim this side off. I know you're saying, well, that's going to open your pocket. Yes, it is, but we can go glue it right back closed, because we want the pocket at the top. So we can just put a little bit of glue right through there and close it right back up. It was just giving me a little too much white on that edge. It's popping up a little bit. We'll run a little bit of glue in there. There we go. Okay. So there's our page with our window, and we'll find something. Use this for now, but we'll find something real pretty to put down in there that'll show through that window. That'll look cute. Well, probably thought about it. I should have put that on the front page. there one on? No. It doesn't matter where it's at. Okay. On to the next one. We'll put all these down and then I'll go back and ink everything off camera so you don't have to sit through all of that. Okay. Like these little hearts are really cute, aren't they? Okay. Just having a terrible time with this glue today. Come on, you. There we go. That's better. So you get to straighten up and fly right. Okay, go this way. Get it centered where I want it. And we're taking something that we would normally throw away. So we're saving the landfills a little bit. And we're also saving ourselves some money, which is really important. Nowadays, especially. And we're making something gorgeous out of it. It's going to be simply gorgeous when we're done. Blue's just giving me a terrible time here this morning. Yeah, I made you all pretty and everything, and now you want to hinder me. Why would you want to hinder me? There we go. Maybe. There we go. Oh, goodness. Trying to see what way this goes. This way. Okay. Go. Now, if you guys are not crafting along with me, and you want to, because I want you to, gather up your envelopes and stuff and do this part tonight, and tomorrow we'll do the rest together. Oh. Oh. I put it on the wrong side. You guys watch me do that? I bet you were hollering at me. What are you doing? I need that from time to time. Get to talking and not paying attention and put it on. Now, I know there's a big space right there, but we're going to fix that. We're going to put a piece of lace right down through there. Going to make this page pretty and cover that up. Well, if I hurry while I got some glue on that side. And now somebody was out there yelling at me because I do that when I'm watching. Like it goes this way. No, this way. This way. And I see somebody do that. It's like, oh no, you done it. Putting it on wrong. I do that quite a bit. Well, we were going to use that window, I think, but I think now maybe we're not. Well, I can probably get that off of there. Of course. Do I want to push my luck and try to do another window? Why not? If I can get that glue up there anyway. From where I made a boo-boo. Yeah, that's not bad. Since we don't want to see that through there. Alright, let's see if we can do it again. Okay, so we want to be, well, let's see, down first. going to be about right there. And about right there. And I'm just gonna measure this real quick. Measuring to me don't usually get along, but just as a guideline, I'm hoping. Okay, and if we are there, then we'll be there, about there. Okay. Let's see, hold our breath and see if we can do this again. I want to use that. I think this time we're going to use the scissors and see if we can do it that way. So people who don't have one of those can still see that it can be done. I'm going to put a hole right in the middle. Just make a cut over toward that line, Oh yeah, I did. Just toward there. I have a little tiny line right there, so let's see what we got. Go down a little bit more. Not a lot, just a little bit. Go clear up there. And go this direction. And then we're going to go up this direction. And back this way. Got in my way, I couldn't see. Okay. Definitely not straight through there. So let's see if we can straighten that up a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. We can put some trim or something around there, but we don't want it to be that far off. And that's better. That's better. That was quite the ways off. Let's see what we did. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. I'm going to ink around here. Just in case any of that white is showing. Can't really tell a whole lot. I think somehow I ended up using my vintage photo dauber in my black ink somehow. Yeah, it's a little off at the bottom there, but not too awful bad. We can fix that up. I mean, they're handmade. Nothing's going to be perfect. But we want to how to get it as best as we can. And if we muck up, we'll fix it. We will fix it. Okay, down a little. Not too far. And that gives us another little window there. That pocket. Okay. Another page. There's several different ways you can cut the little windows out. You do whatever's easiest and best for you. Or you don't want to mess with it, you can just cover them up. That's not a big deal either. Or get envelopes that don't have those little holes. You get envelopes in the mail, at least I do, all the time. have noticed that when I open junk mail anymore, I'm a little more careful when I open the envelopes to try to get them to where I don't tear them all to pieces. Before I didn't care, but now I do. Because that's... Just think of those envelopes as money. Because if you didn't have those for your pages, you would have to use more paper than you normally would. And we may end up putting a little notepad in here or something too. I don't know. I haven't decided that yet. We're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants right now, which is how I roll. It'd help if I get more glue on the paper than I do on my hands. No, we're not going to make that a pocket. Or, I mean, we're making it a pocket. We're not going to make it a window. A little peekaboo window, I guess we could call it. If you get the really big envelopes in the mail, make sure you save those because we're going to be making a journal, and that's going to be our cover here in sometime in the next few days or so. We're getting there. I hope this isn't boring watching all this. I know a lot of people like to see the whole thing from start to finish. Some people don't. You try to please as many people as you can, but I guess it's kind of impossible to please everybody. But I guess if you do it as much as you can all the way through, people who don't want to see the whole entire thing can always fast forward through the parts that they want to see. I have done that in videos before. I hope some of you guys go up to the Uniquely Robbins and Friend Facebook group and sign up. I started it. I was going to not do it then, after speaking to some people. I wasn't going to do it, but I messaged some of the girls and they wanted to keep it, so we are going to keep it and do the best we can. It's just mainly for showing off things that you have made. You put your YouTube link up there if you have one, and I'm almost positive that most of the girls in the group would subscribe to your YouTube channel for you. They're really good about that. You have an Estee store, put your link for that up there, and we can go and favorite it for you. Check out what you got. You never know, people want to buy something. We just try to support each other, do some crafts, have some fun. We have a couple of fun challenges going right now. There's some pictures up there for free. If you're a member of the group and a subscriber, you can have, and we have a challenge going on right now where you can pick one or more of those and make something, anything you want. It doesn't have to be a journal. It can be a journal. It can be a wall hanging, a mixed media art, whatever kind of art you do, something in your style. And then we're just going to post them on the page to see how everybody likes it. We have a snippet challenge going right now. The little snippets that we made yesterday, you can make those. Any kind of like a little corner tuck spot or some kind of ephemera for your book or just something small. The challenge or the swap is, I think, 3 to 5 of those. I have to go read it to be sure. Even though I wrote it, I can't remember. Mine like a sieve. But you make, I think, 3 to 5, and your partner, or somebody else will make 3 to 5, and I will partner you up once everybody gets signed up. You have a certain amount of time to sign up, and I will partner you up, and then you just mail you what you made to them, and they'll mail what they made to you, and that's what the swap is. And a lot of times people will put a little extra stuff in there. They don't have to. You don't have to. Just if you want to, some crafty supplies. Now sometimes on there it will say that you have to include, you know, so many crafty things from your stash. I'm not sure if this one does or not. I can't remember. I have to go up and look at it. But go look at it. Check it out. Under events is where that one is. The other one's right on the page, the just for fun challenge. That's for people who want to participate in something. You know, you might not have the funds to do anything else right now, but you can participate in that kind of a challenge. You make something that you would be normally making anyway, or something for yourself, and just post it up there so we can see what you made. Just kind of fun. And we just chit chat sometimes. It's just a fun page, a fun thing to do. Back to this. I really hate covering that picture up. I really like it, but I'm sure I'll get another one the next time I send money, so. Just bite the bullet and do it. Sometimes when you get back here, this where it rolls a little bit, got to put a little extra glue there for it to stay down. So I said if you want to put the paper on before you sew it in place or glue it in place, however you plan on doing that, you won't have that problem, but it's not that hard of a fix. You just got to get your glue underneath that little edge and then glue her down. There we go. Getting there. This one goes, yeah, that way. I think I'm gonna be making me some mint tea here later. I don't feel well. I always drink mint tea if I have an upset stomach, and it really helps. Sometimes when my stomach's really upset, I can't even drink coffee, which is not good for me. I drink a lot of coffee. Probably more than I should, but what are you gonna do? I imagine my husband is watching his car shows and hopefully resting. Shh, Grace. It's all right. It's just the attic door. Wind blew it open a little bit. I guess I need to lock it. I was up there getting some stuff, and evidently I didn't pull it all the way closed. She thinks a ghost is getting her. That lady in the wedding dress getting you, Grace. All right. You're okay. She's such a baby. You're such a baby. You're scared of everything. She is too. She is afraid of her own shadow sometimes. All right. People don't want to listen to you. You're okay. Almost got that a little too far. All right. Shh. Lay down. Yeah, lay down. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to close this or she's not going to shut up. All right. Stop. There. You're fine. You're fine. Sorry about that. Sorry about her barking. She keeps it up. I'm going to have to let her out. She'll have to go whine to daddy. Great. Ah. Lay down. You're fine. Nothing's going to get you. I'm not going to let nothing happen to you. She is just like a little child. My little fur kid. Alright, I'm going to pull this up some. Maybe. There we go. It's moving. Okay. Little scaredy cat. I'm thinking, you know, that's a dangerous thought, isn't it? That instead of changing this front paper, I may just add a piece to it on the inside. That way I could put me a little pocket or a little corner pocket on the inside. I think that would probably solve my problem and not have to waste that paper. You know, just put a, I'm just going to use scrap paper. You know, put a piece on the inside, and then we'll put us a little corner pocket down here, or a side pocket, or something. We'll do something with that. That'll stiffen this up because this paper is really not as thick as I was thinking it was, and it's not the paper from this collection, and we want it to match. So I thought about maybe cutting this out and putting a picture in there, which if I put a backing on it, I could do that. So I'll have to think on that. Think if that's what I want to do. Did I put that? No. There for a minute I thought I put that paper on upside down, but I didn't. But yeah, there's our pages in our little pockets. And tomorrow we will embellish it up. Oops, I'm stuck there. We'll embellish it up and make it all pretty. Put our inside paper in. And yeah, we'll have a nice little journal. Photo album if you want it to be. You could put pictures in there. Call it your little grandma brag book or something. Carry it in your purse, your bag, whatever. And, yeah, we will finish that up tomorrow. I will go ahead and ink all my pages so that you don't have to sit and watch me do that and be bored stiff. And we'll decorate them up and finish up our little book. I think it's going to be really cute. All right. Here, share the love with the ladies below, guys. Had a great time with you. Get your book up to this point tonight if you can. And tomorrow we will craft together. That will be fun. We'll do some coffee and crafting. Stay safe out there, guys. Bye-bye.